mo wá ń lọ ní pé tí mo ní mo padà regret ní life mi because ó náà wọ́n fẹ́ renew hope. Mo fi àsìkò yìí.
For non-Yoruba speakers, let me try to explain the video before you continue watching. This is a Nollywood actress, a Yoruba Nollywood actress. She's making an open confession about her choice of vote during the 2023 general election. According to her, she said that she voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu because she felt Bola Ahmed Tinubu would have opened the border and made life easier for the people. But unfortunately, she was wrong, as Bola Ahmed Tinubu government has unleashed hardship, pains and sufferings on the people. She regretted voting for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The remaining part of her interview will be played later. Nollywood Yoruba actress Buki Raji apologizing for supporting and voting for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. According to her, she said the reason why she voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu was because she thought Bola Ahmed Tinubu will open up the border and make things easy for the people. She admitted that she made a wrong choice in voting for Bola Ahmed Tinubu because ever since he came into power, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has made things worse. Hunger has increased, price of commodity has skyrocketed, and the people are hungrier than they were before Bola Ahmed Tinubu took over. The level of poverty has increased more than it was when Bola Ahmed Tinubu took over in 2023. Not that her confession is going to make any difference. After all, Nigerians are already suffering the consequences of her decision. But it is very, very important that people that voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2023 comes out and make an open confession about voting for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It is important that they realize that they made a mistake, even though we knew that the mistake they made was intentional. Yes, it was intentional. She said that the reason why she voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu was because she felt Bola Ahmed Tinubu will open up the border. Every other president would have done that. So that is not a significant thing to vote anybody in. We know that the reason why she voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu was because Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a Yoruba person. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a tribe man. Majority of people that voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu voted for him because he is a Yoruba person. Her mistake was intentional because it is obvious that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was a catastrophic disaster. It was very glaring. It was open for everyone to see. How do you stand up and support a presidential candidate whose entire existence is shrouded in controversy? How do you get up and support a presidential candidate with too many controversies? How do you get up and support a presidential candidate who was allegedly reported to have involved himself in heroin in the US and was indicted, and he forfeited $460,000 just to clear his name in the US? How do you openly support a presidential candidate whose tenure in Lagos has been exposed? It has been reported how Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the one controlling Lagos State. Even as a president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu still has the ultimate say in what happened in Lagos politics. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is ruling Nigeria and by extension ruling Lagos State. Look at what happened between the governor of Lagos State and the Lagos State National Assembly. The governor of Lagos State acted on his own, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu reversed what the governor of Lagos State did. He reversed the impeachment of Obasa, who was accused of embezzling public funds. Bola Ahmed Tinubu reinstated Obasa and even had issues with the governor of Lagos State. That issue lingered for a very long time till it was reported that the governor had to beg Bola Ahmed Tinubu before he was forgiven. How do you vote that kind of a person to be in charge of a country, a multi-complex country like Nigeria with over 200 million citizens? When Bola Ahmed Tinubu was the governor of Lagos State, it was being allegedly reported that Bola Ahmed Tinubu created the poverty in Lagos State. Bola Ahmed Tinubu created the touts, the arboros in Lagos State, that these were his foot soldiers. Bola Ahmed Tinubu associated himself with just a few rich people. He created people in Lagos State who are loyal to him and make them rich. Look at what is happening in Nigerian politics today. It is a politics of the rich and for the rich. A plutocratic government. A government that favors the privileged rich ahead of the massive poor people in the country. The government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is making more people richer and more people poorer. This is the same template he created in Lagos State, and you openly gave him the presidency to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Sometimes I wonder why we Nigerians, we don't think, we don't understand things. President Muhammadu Buhari was the president for 8 years. A lot of persons voted for him because they believe he has a military experience to end the insurgency that was ripping Nigeria apart. We all know that that insurgency was created by the people that want to take over power from Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. I did not say so. They said it. The people who formed APC alluded to the fact that they brought in militia into Nigeria to fight the government of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan if he fails to relinquish power. The militia they brought into the country after the election was done and dusted refused to leave, and they spread across the country, especially to the north central. This is the reason why during President Muhammadu Buhari administration, insecurity was not only limited in the northeast. Insecurity was not only limited to the Boko Haram insurgents. It spread across all over the country, from Fulani herdsmen to banditry to unknown gunmen. Every part in this country was besieged by insecurity because they created it, and President Muhammadu Buhari was not able to solve the insecurity in Nigeria. Even the home state of President Muhammadu Buhari was not left out. Katsina state was besieged with banditry. At a point, President Muhammadu Buhari was scared to travel to his home state, Katsina, because of the insecurity. Almost the whole of the north was under the clock of insecurity, but a northerner was in power. He failed to solve insecurity. Not only did President Muhammadu Buhari fail to solve insecurity, he failed to stop the hunger, the poverty, the out-of-school children that is besieging the north, that has become an age-long problem in the north. He is a northerner, but he couldn't solve the problem in the north. This is to tell you that solving problem is not about tribalism. It is not about where the person came from. It is about the competence. It is about the legacy. It is about the character of the person you are voting for. What happened to President Muhammadu Buhari and the North should have taught many Nigerians a lesson about voting in based on tribalism and religion. They failed to learn from their mistake, and they continue towing the line of voting based on tribalism rather than competence and character they can trust. Even if they did not know or understand the character and person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for the fact that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was riding on the wing of tribalism to win an election was something that they should have been wary about. Bola Ahmed Tinubu introduced the Emiloko politics into Nigerian politics. It is my turn. It is not your turn. It is a turn of Nigerians. It is a turn of competency. It is a turn of character we can trust. This was how this Nollywood actress Buki Raji came to support Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It is our turn. It is a turn of the Yoruba people. Now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in power. Are the Yorubas enjoying his government? Are they having special preferential treatment from Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Are they being excluded from the suffering in the land? Just like Mr. P2B will say, are the Yoruba people buying bread cheaper? Are they immune from insecurity? Under Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration, we have been hearing of wave of insecurity in the southwest, especially with the Fulani herdsmen. For the fact that the Yoruba person is in charge, is in power, insecurity should have been scared of entering or penetrating the southwest. Are the Yoruba people immune from inflation? Are they immune from the high price of commodities in the market? Are they buying fuel cheaper? Oh, recently, the price of fuel has just been increased and there is no outrage anywhere. The people are just used to this suffering. There's no outrage. When this price of fuel was increased, was the Yoruba people excluded from the increase in pump price? Are the Yoruba people living in an alternate Nigeria where they enjoy 24/7 electricity, where they travel on a well-paved road? As long as they are Nigerian, as long as they are living in this country, they are all suffering the consequences of the electoral decision they made in 2023. But it is very worrisome that in 2025, we are still talking about voting based on tribalism. Look at this lady. By her standards, she should be exposed, but she is even deep in tribalism. What then are you going to say about people that are not even exposed? People that have not left the shore of their tribe in Yoruba land? People that have not left the shore of their tribe in other part of the country? What then are you going to say about them? This is why we are where we are today. Because majority of Nigerians are not making informed electoral decision. Their decision is based on tribalism, religion, and party sentiment. That is the reason why we keep voting in incompetent people. We keep voting in corrupt people. People who go into public office and all they think about is how to enrich themselves. People who go into public office and they neglect the people that gave them power. They neglect the people that empower them to be in that public office. People who go into public office and they turn their back against the people. As long as we continue in this, there is no headway for us. There is no coming back for us in this country. This country will continue going round the circle. I mean, Nigeria is in a mess, and Nigeria shouldn't be in the mess where Nigeria is today. While other countries are making advancement in technology and improving the quality of life of their people, Nigeria is going round the circle. Look at some African countries that Nigeria was better off than 10 years ago. They've all flipped Nigeria. Look at Egypt, for instance. Egypt was also facing economic crisis, but they decided to change their status quo. They decided to change their story and elect a credible leader who is working overtime to ensure that Egypt is successful. Egyptians went on the street and hoisted their president Mohamed Morsi in 2013, and a military leader took over. Ever since that was done, Egypt has never remained the same. Egypt has moved from bad to good, but Nigeria has gone from good to worse. The decision to turn this country around is in our hands, and that is when we start making informed electoral decisions. That is when we start voting based on capacity, based on character, based on competency, based on merit. We must come together and kill this wave of tribalism that is eating deep inside of us. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.
Tí mo wá ń lọ ní pé tí mo ní mo padà regret ní life mi because wọ́n fẹ́ renew hope. Mo fi àsìkò yìí mo fi bẹ̀ gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà pátápátá. Àtẹni tí mo nífẹ̀ẹ́, àtẹni tí mo nífẹ̀ẹ́, àtẹni tó nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi, àtẹni tí ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi. Tí ó lè pè tí mo ṣe tí mo regret ni pé ṣé mo pé wọn ò sọ fún òun padà wá rí báyìí. Ẹ má bínú àti jẹyìn àti mú kò ní nira. Ojú ọ̀nà ni tá bá ti rí tipẹ́. Ó jẹ́ kéèyàn máa kíní pé ó tó jọ mẹ́ta, kò jẹ́ kéèyàn wá ṣàìdẹ́ gbà ó mọ nǹkan tó lè ṣe.
Kí máa gbẹ̀rí ẹ̀jẹ̀.
Ibẹ̀ ni mo ti ṣe mistake.
Èyí kẹ́yìn ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ni.
Kò ń ṣe ẹ má bínú sẹ́yìn lójú. Kò ń ṣe bóyá nítorí pé bóyá àwọn èèyàn wá fún mi lórí.
Ìgbà mi ní àdébà ń fa wàhálà yẹn kọ́ ló ń dùn.
No, torí mi gan jókòó mo padà rí mo máa jókòó nílé máa ń Ọlọ́run mi ti ṣe tàbí kí ni mo ṣe báyìí kí ni mo ṣe báyìí.
Ṣé campaign fún Tinubu ló ń dùn yín ni àbí ìjà?
Yes, campaign tí mo campaign fún Tinubu ló ń dùn mí.
Kí ló fi ń dùn yín?
Nǹkan tó ń dùn mí ni pé ebi ń pa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ mẹ̀kúnnù. Nǹkan tí mo rò ní pé ní Òkè Ọya ní ọ̀wọ́n north, yes, wọ́n ṣí bọ́dà nígbà tí Buhari wà ń bẹ̀. Gbogbo thought mi ní pé pé
Dàdàbà bá débẹ̀
ọ̀wọ́n náà máa ṣí side
fún wa
níbí báyìí because ẹ jẹ́ sọ fún yín èmi gan mo jẹ́ nínú ìyà yẹn because business tí mo wà nínú ẹ̀ ni mo ní godfather tó jẹ́ pé ẹni tó jẹ́ pé ibi tí mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí 20 bags of rice mo di ẹni tó ń gbé trailer wọlé fún ní kòkòtò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ ní business of rice tó ń gbé trailer wọlé fún mi. Ó yẹ wá sọ fún mi ṣé mi náà jìyà yẹn nǹkan tó jẹ́ kí mi náà sáré sí ni pé tó bá wọbẹ̀ gbogbo kínní ó máa.
Ẹ látàrí Buhari ti bọ́dà àtàrí Buhari nìyí.
Ó ti bọ́dà látàrí Buhari but àwọn àti ìròyìn ṣe ní Buhari ṣí ti north.
Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọkùnrin tí ó máa débẹ̀ o
nǹkan máa bẹ́tà but gbogbo wa la padà jẹ̀yà yẹn àtàwátà campaign àtẹ̀yìn tẹ̀ ṣe campaign. Ẹ má bínú mo ṣe the only regret tí mo regret láyé kó ṣe bóyá torí èèyàn wá fún mi o if you come for me I'll come.